Endospores. Endospores are the resting type of inclusions which are produced within a bacterial cell, and that is why they are called as endospores. These are produced by gram-positive bacteria, endospore forming bacteria, that includes Clostridium, Bacillus, D. sulfatomaculum, and Sporosarcina. So these endospores are resting cells. That means the metabolic activities in these cells are stopped. These are highly durable, means they can survive under unfavorable conditions for several years. They are highly durable dehydrated cells with thick walls and additional layers. They are formed inside the bacterial cell membrane. So this is the bacterial cell. When it gets exposed or when it senses the unfavorable environmental conditions such as high temperature. So these exposures to high temperature may destroy this vegetative cell, but this bacteria, which is endospore forming bacteria, when this receives this kind of signal, this bacterium, it starts production of an endospore inside the cell. Due to these unfavorable environmental conditions, this bacterial cell, it is destroyed, and that leads to release of endospores, and these endospores can survive under unfavorable environmental conditions. Endospores, when released in the environment, they can survive adverse environmental conditions like extreme heat, absence of water, exposure to toxic chemicals, and radiation. This is the function of endospore, that they are resistant to different unfavorable environmental conditions. The process of endospore formation within a vegetative cell, it takes several hours, and it is known as sporulation. Endospores can remain dormant for several years under unfavorable environmental conditions. An endospore, it returns to vegetative state by the process called as germination. Germination is triggered by physical or chemical damage to endospores coat. Endospores enzymes then break down the extra layers surrounding the endospore, water enters, and the metabolic reaction starts. That means the life cycle of endospore forming bacteria has two stages. First one is sporulation, during which vegetative cell, it generates endospore, and second stage is germination. So whenever the favorable conditions are back, endospores, it absorbs lot of water, and the metabolic reaction starts, and these endospores get converted into vegetative cell. Now we know that in previous slide it is shown that one vegetative cell forms a single endospore, which after germination remains one cell. So sporulation in bacteria is not a method of reproduction. This is very important statement. Reproduction means in which one cell gets divided into two or more cells. But here in this case, one vegetative cell gives rise to one endospore, and one endospore, when it germinates, it gives rise to one vegetative cell. So it does not increase the number of cells. This is the method of reproduction we can see here. This is the bacterial cell which divides by binary fission. This is binary fission in which two cells are formed. This is the method of reproduction. We call it as vegetative growth. Whereas the another mode is this vegetative cell, it undergoes sporulation. Now activation of sporulation is due to its exposure to unfavorable environmental conditions. So that activates this bacterial cell to undergo sporulation. So the first step in sporulation is the replication of DNA. This material is replicated, the copies of DNA are made, and then these copies are separated, and there will be a beginning of septum of cell membrane, which is responsible for separation of two compartments. So the one compartment is now called as phosphore, another compartment is called as mother cell. Then this mother cell's cell membrane, it starts engulfing the phosphore. This leads to formation of multiple membranes, which is encasing a bacterial chromosome. Then this bacterial chromosome, it disintegrates or it is destroyed, and then the layers such as cortex is formed. During After the formation of cortex, one more layer is formed, and that layer is called as spore coat. This spore coat, it contains two chemicals. This is very important: dipicolinic acid and calcium. So dipicolinic acid and calcium is very important component of spore coat, and which is responsible for the resistant to unfavorable environmental conditions. So this is how a complete spore is formed inside the cell, and then this cell, it is destroyed, which leads to release of this endospore. This endospore, it can remain under unfavorable environmental conditions for several years, but whenever the favorable conditions are back, that means whenever this endospore is exposed to nutritional conditions, good nutritional environment is there, conditions are favorable for growth, water is available, then this endospore, it gets activated for germination. So this endospore, it takes up lot of water, and the metabolic activities restart, and these endospores, they get converted into vegetative cell. This process is called as germination. So one vegetative cell gives rise to one endospore, and one endospore gives rise to one vegetative cell. That's why this is not a method of reproduction. This is the structure of endospore that you can see here. This is the core in which double-stranded DNA is present in presence of very less amount of water. These are the membranes, different membranes that we can see here, and this is the cortex, cell wall, and the spore coat. Depending on the species, endospores might be located terminally, subterminally, or centrally. When endospores mature, vegetative cell wall ruptures, killing the cell, then the endospore is free. So this highly dehydrated endospore contains DNA, small amount of RNA, ribosomes, enzymes, and important molecules, which includes a type of organic acid, which is very important component, that is dipicolinic acid. So this dipicolinic acid is responsible for the toughness of this outermost coat. These are the several arrangements of endospores which are useful for the identification of endospore forming bacteria. So they can be located terminally like this. This is a slender rod, and this is located terminally, submiddle, and the centrally arranged endospores.